you wouldn't be the first Shakur I had to run into, you know.
Hold on, man. Let's get to the topic.
Shakur Stevenson fought this past weekend and defeated Arden Harun. Stevenson has faced a lot of criticism for the lack of excitement in the fight. People have accused Shakur of being unwilling to take risks. Rap icons and current hosts of It Is What It Is, Cameron and Mase, criticized Shakur on Monday on their show, and then Stevenson responded by going on a 3-hour Twitter rant on Monday night. Cameron and Mase responded to Shakur Tuesday on their show, and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to their response. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. You know the last bad boy had to wear a suit and a Yankee fitted.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You know what he did. So you know what type of time
That's what type of time you on?
That's the type of time I'm on this morning.
I ain't say no more. I was wondering the suit and the fitted what was going on. Now I know what type of time you on. Yeah. It's bad when we on the same team. Yeah, that's real. That's a real bad situation for people.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know, you wouldn't be the first Shakur I had to run into,
man,
you know.
Hold on, man. Let's get to the topics, man.
I'm just letting you know, nigga.
Hold on, we ain't even discussed what we're going to discuss yet.
Okay, well, let's start with it. There's no easy way to even segue into this. So Shakur had a lot of things to say on Twitter after y'all's comments about his fight. It goes on for a span of about 3 hours, so I'm just going to read some of the tweets that he said.
All right, go.
Okay, so one, you know what irks me? When a nigga talk boxing but ain't never glove up. This man Mase and Big Teeth and Cameron need to shut the fuck up. Them niggas will never step foot in a boxing ring. We got all types of entertainers gloving up. Tell these niggas glove up or shut up. Said half these niggas see me outside, they ain't gonna need a strap because niggas don't want to lock in with me. Y'all keep thinking niggas sweet till you come across them in real life. And he said, fuck Mase, y'all niggas is crazy. I don't respect none of these bitch ass niggas and y'all ain't gonna make me respect them. Surviving Diddy ass bull. And
All right, yeah, man. So, you know, that's the new generation. Shakur is, you know, that's always the criticism whenever one of these sports casters or announcers or whatever, or whatever you want to, pundits, right? Whatever you want to call them, weighs in. You know, even me weighing in on the shit. Oh, well, man, I don't respect your opinion if you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Well, then why don't you say that to Mark Kriegel and Joe Tessitore and all these other motherfuckers who comment every goddamn day, and you don't disrespect them the same way you disrespect the Cameron and Mason doing all that extra talking and shit you doing? Cause I'm talking about niggas gonna need a strap and all that type of shit when they see you and shit, threatening niggas and shit. If anybody, shit, Larry Merchant ass should have had a goddamn, you know, some niggas whoop his ass back in the day. Much crazy shit he used to say. But I get it. You know, people don't want to hear that type of criticism levied against them from people in their own community. But Shakur I actually made a video about this, about him and Tank and some of these other guys always glorifying street culture, and ain't really nothing glorious about it, you know. Ain't nothing glorious about being in poverty and having to do all types of, you know, messed up stuff or messed up things. Let me get back into this.
it goes on and on and on. He said, y'all aren't really the voice of the streets. It's really $1 million worth of game because Gilly is the real voice. And it continues. I know that was a lot of cursing for me, y'all. I apologize in advance, but I got to get y'all's opinion on what he had to say.
Since it's all comedy, I'm going to deal with it like comedy, nigga. You hear that? Like I said, nigga, your mother named you after Shakur, nigga. You know I ain't had no problems with the first Shakur. I ain't going to have no problems with you. chill out, little nigga. We got the right to have our opinion, and I say that with all due respect, you know, but just keep it where it is, man. Let humor be humor. Let everybody say what they got to say. You don't like what we said? Nigga, box better. Until you beat Tank, it ain't really nothing for you to say. And making threats, I'm going to just keep it real. If we talking boxing, I got 3 knockouts in All-Star Weekend, nigga. So I got 100% knockout ratings, nigga, on All-Star Weekend if we checking the records, nigga. Killer, go ahead, man. I'm not even gonna be on that time with him, man.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see why they call you Shakur Twitterson. Like, my nigga, 4 hours of tweeting about me and Mase is wow. You boring, nigga. You boring. Everybody's seen it. We ain't the only ones who seen it. You boring, nigga. I thought I was rather polite about it. I thought it was cool. Niggas asked Tiafimo, you seen the fight? He said, hell no. Why the fuck would I watch that? It went 12, right? Yeah, I knew it went 12. Tim Bradley, he's announcing the fight. He says, I got my coffee ready.
Now, the only thing, I had to stop right there because the only thing I'll say about this whole Shakur is boring thing is that I watched the fight and, you know, it was not that exciting. Shakur was throwing, but he never, I think, who was it, had a good breakdown of it where they were saying he never went into that next gear, right? He never pushed it to that next level because he really didn't have to. He was fighting a guy who he could easily outpoint, easily beat, and wasn't really much of a threat to, like, really, you know, do anything like to really close the distance and really put no leather on Shakur. You know, Artem landed some decent body shots to Shakur throughout the fight, but they didn't seem to phase Shakur. It was just like more of like that was all he could hit because Shakur is glitchy when it comes to his anticipation and his ability to evade and punches and just, yeah. So boring, I get what people are saying about that, about Shakur being boring, but I think that there's also a component of that old stereotype of like black fighters being cowards or black fighters running as opposed to the Mexican flat-footed, like stand in your face type style and get hit a lot, but you can also dole out some punishment. So I don't want to lean into that because that's some bullshit because boxing is a sport. I understand it's entertainment, but Shakur shouldn't have to worry about the entertainment side while he inside the ring if it's a do or die situation. Yeah, you can entertain if you in there with somebody who shouldn't be sharing the ring with you, right? Like Abdullah Mason knocked that motherfucker out on Saturday because he was supposed to knock him out. But if Abdullah Mason fought a Shakur or a Keyshawn, he wouldn't be as cavalier with his damn punch selection. Let's just say that. You have to fight smart when you're fighting tougher competition. So for the people who don't have one punch knockout power, their only pathway to victory is to outpoint and box and fight smart. And when they don't do that, they can get caught, like what happened to Devin Haney, trying to be crowd pleasing and stuff like that, which I think Devin would have knocked Ryan out if Ryan hadn't have been on Osterine and, you know, maybe some other things, possibly, you know. But yeah, Shakur did what he was supposed to do that night as far as he won the fight. As far as pleasing the fans and making it exciting for the fans, those will be the same fans talking about, man, he shouldn't have stood in the pocket, just like they did with Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia. The same people who were saying Devin Haney, doing the same tropes. He pillow fisted, he boring, he this, he that. The same people who were saying that about Devin Haney was the same people online saying Devin Haney shouldn't have stood in the pocket against Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney shouldn't have been hunting Ryan Garcia down across the ring. So Shakur be a fool to listen to y'all when it comes to that. Now, as far as his excitement level, I do agree that Shakur needs to step it up Just like we should see this weekend with Boots Ennis, right? He fighting David Avenesian. Boots is a showman. Boots will go slow motion and all types of stuff while he fight. So I'm interested to see the difference between how Boots approaches this, because they similar levels of fighter. Avenesian and Artem, they not bad fighters. They're good fighters. They just not the cream of the crop type fighter. So I'm interested to see how Boots Ennis looks against David Avenesian. I think it's this weekend. I gotta double check, but let me get back into this. But yeah, we gotta stop just saying that people are boring and letting people use that as an excuse to not give people they just do. It's a sport. So it has rankings, it has all those things in place for a reason. So Shakur should be able to fight Lomachenko or Tank or whoever, because if it's just him being boring and Tank and Lomachenko and all these other people are exciting, then it doesn't matter about Shakur being in the fight with them, because they exciting. They gonna make the fight exciting. They gonna come forward, and Shakur obviously ain't got shit to stop to keep them off of him. So I never bought into that, oh, this fighter is boring, this fighter doesn't deserve a shot. That's bullshit. Put them in the ring and then let that decide who deserves a shot and who's boring and who's not boring. Because Shakur is going to be in boring fights until you put him in there with somebody where he has no choice but to fight. You got to put him in there with somebody who can cut off the ring and make him have to bite down and throw some shit back with something on it. If he fight Tank Davis, he's going to have to get Tank up off him, because at a certain point, just like what happened with Frank Martin, Tank is just going to be like, okay, I'm about to absorb 2-3 good shots, but when I land mine, yeah, it's good night, motherfucker. So I think Shakur Stevenson is a really bad matchup for Tank Davis because of that glitchiness that I'm talking about. Shakur fight like the motherfucker's glitching. He is, I know a lot of people say that's fear, but that motherfucker be ready to get out the way or whatever you got coming his way. So, and I'm not a Shakur defender or whatever, but come on now, Cam and Mase, don't fall prey to that old thing they say about all slick black fighters. They boring. I was entertained by O'Shaki and Shakur on Saturday, Before I get back into this, O'Shaki Foster, that is a travesty what happened to O'Shaki Foster. How in the fuck did he lose that fight on the judges' scorecards? I watched that fight, and O'Shaki easily beat Hobson Conceição, right? I don't know why motherfucking ESPN be saying Robson, nigga. He from Brazil. They got them, Hoist and Hobsons. That's, but let me get back in this shit.
Round 3 is like about time to start drinking the coffee before I fall asleep. He ain't say the fall asleep part, but that's what he was referring to. Your grandfather's in your corner telling you to let your hands go. You won't let your motherfucking hands go because you scared to get hit. You want to swim without getting wet. It's just not going to happen, nigga. Now, what I will say, this is the most entertainment we seen out of you in the last 2 years. This was kind of funny. This is the most entertainment we seen out of you in 2 years. Congratulations, nigga.
Yeah, if the nigga put this energy into your boxing, nigga, and start letting your hands go, then you will be a pay-per-view star.
Yeah, well, murder, that ain't gonna happen right now, man. That's just not gonna happen. The last 2 fights has put a nigga to sleep, my nigga. That's just not gonna happen. The point being is this, nigga, you fighting more after the fight. You just had a fight Saturday. You're losing your damn mind the last 2 days. Trying to fight everybody on Instagram, on Twitter, on everything else, because we seen it. We seen it, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Then you talk about we should glove up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. For a nigga slap fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You getting boxing in the streets confused, nigga. For real, nigga. Like, stop getting boxing in the street. Those are 2 different things, nigga. That is 2 different things, nigga. Because when a switchblade or something out and everything, you talk about niggas better strap up. Why would you give niggas that heads up? You dumb motherfucker. Fuck out of here, nigga. You out your motherfucking mind. If you want to impress me, step up and wait. Fight to your Fimo in Newark so he can knock your head to Irvington, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You ain't impressing nobody with all this Twitter talk, nigga.
Yeah, T.O. would never take that fight. That would be such an easy night for Shakur, because T.O. wouldn't be able to find him. We just saw T.O. get outboxed by Jermaine Ortiz and should have lost that fight. We saw T.O. get outboxed by Sandor Martin and should have lost that fight. So what the hell you think Shakur Stevenson gonna do with Teofimo? And Teofimo just went to decision with Steve Claggett, a nigga who Steve Claggett, you know, all due respect to Steve Claggett, should not have been fighting for a title. Steve Claggett is not a championship fighter. But, you know, nobody criticized T.O. for, you know, fighting in a goddamn VFW fucking goddamn rec room or some shit, whatever he was fighting in down there in damn Florida. But that's the thing, is that Shakur or Tank or Devin, it doesn't matter. They hate you for whatever reason. Right? We know why Ryan hates you, but they hate you, bruh. They hate you, regardless of whatever beef y'all got amongst each other. And that's why I wish, you know, Cameron and Mase, which I know they just speaking from what knowledge they have right now. Cause if they knew the full picture of the shit, they know what the hell going on. But yeah, they got limited knowledge when it comes to this particular thing.
All this wild Twitter talk you talking, who you talking about? Secondly, let's get, and that was firstly, let's get to secondly. You're talking about niggas ain't legends. Nigga, Mase, I'll tell you right now, and this, I'm not talking about Mase when he came out and sold. Mase was Michael Jackson after Michael Jackson, nigga, before Drake, nigga. Nigga sold 5 million in 3 weeks, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? But I'm talking about tonight. Tonight, right now, Mase is a 1,000,000% better rapper than you a boxer. 1,000,000%. Don't make me put the battery in his back to Oracle 3, you nigga.
Yeah.
I'll have him Oracle 3. That's what you need to do is Oracle 3 niggas, man. And let niggas know, my nigga. He is 1,000,000% better rapper than you a boxer, bro.
Yeah, because you don't got no offense. You all defense. You got to win. You got to let your hands go.
Secondly, when the fight's over, Mase, I went and watched it after I seen this ring. I said, let me pay attention. I kept dozing off, but I managed to get through a couple rounds. After the fight's over, he walks back to the corner like this. That don't look like a champion. Champs start walking around the ring diddy bopping when they beat niggas up. Your grandfather, that's how I know what your grandfather's telling you. They knew you fucked the bag up, nigga. You fucked the bag up, nigga. You was supposed to show off, show out. Not only that, you was talking shit before the fight. You was the one before, I'm gonna knock this nigga out. I'm gonna demolish it. I'm gonna do all this. And you ain't do nothing you said. That's why niggas is mad. Thirdly,
you know, that's valid criticism. Shakur, anybody else who got that style where they, a defensive first boxer, they need to just box. You can talk shit about how you just gonna outclass the motherfucker, about how he ain't gonna be able to lay a glove on you. Well, are you going for the knockout? If I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can still talk shit. Floyd wasn't knocking people out towards the end of his career. But Floyd was still talking shit. He didn't stop talking shit. So yeah, I think that's what Shakur need and Devin or even some of these other guys. They just need to say, hey, man, y'all can't fuck with me. How about that? If I'm such a pillow-fisted nigga, then bring your ass on there here swinging and haymakers and shit and see what the fuck it gets you. Since I'm pillow-fisted. But one thing about these guys, so-called pillow-fisted guys, they're accurate punchers and they don't waste a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate both styles. I appreciate Tank Davis. I appreciate Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. I appreciate whatever style. I appreciate the Mexican style. I appreciate fighters that David Benavidez style, which, you know, David Benavidez is kind of a hybrid, but David Benavidez, he coming to get your ass. I appreciate that style. So it's, you know, to each his own. To each his own.
Yep.
You get booed in your hometown. Don't be mad at them? That's your hometown. How you get mad because you get booed in your hometown, nigga? You know why? Because you left too early. You don't know nobody.
Yeah.
You can't call a white bread in the building, nigga. Nigga, PT is in the building. Nigga, we got project niggas with us in the building. Not saying they're in the project, but we got niggas who still affiliated.
From day one.
Yeah, all we gotta do is make a call and we affiliated when it comes to Harlem. You know, nigga, I seen an old man, I can't think of his name.
And they're not gonna put us against Gillian Wallow.
No, that's another thing. First,
you try to pump fake that.
First of all, if Gillian Wallow's the voice of the streets, they need to be that. We wouldn't be together without Gillian Wallow, so you wouldn't even put no battery in our back. Salute to Gillian Wallow for even getting us back together. That's first and foremost. I got a few more things to say. Let me stay on this topic.
Yeah.
You go home, you don't know nobody, you get booed, and then you tell niggas, I don't care what the fans think. Somebody need to tell you what to say, because obviously you don't know what to say. You never say, I don't care what the fans think. That's how you make your dollar. So now you sit there and say, I don't care what the fans think. So niggas like, we don't give a fuck what you think. We ain't paying to see your fight. Now, I don't care what nobody says. It's always good to fight at home, give your hometown crowd love, even though they act like they didn't know you. But it hurts when you're fighting in Newark, which I'm not saying y'all don't deserve a good fight in Newark. First, the MGM, where Tank's fighting at. It hurts. It hurts. You're not a pay-per-view star. You know, y'all niggas was a little at the same thing, and that nigga just took off on you like a rocket, nigga, and it hurts. I get it. Secondly, after the fight, you said, I'm not going to focus on anything, but just go there and relax with my family. This does not look like you're relaxing. Are you relaxed? You're not relaxed, nigga. That's the last thing you is relax, nigga. You're hurting.
And yeah, you know, damn, I can't. I gotta call a spade a spade. Shakur whole thing with them is that was his last fight on his top ranked deal. So them coming on here Monday morning saying that nobody want to watch his fights, he fucked up the bag, or what, coming on here Monday and Tuesday morning doing this, you literally costing this man millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He already, let's say that his performance on Saturday already did damage. Then us coming on here and piling on and talking shit about it, it just makes the situation worse. Now, it's a self-inflicted wound because he could have went out there and finished that nigga, you know. But he also could have went out there and got caught with something, because it is boxing and everybody got a puncher's chance. As much as Artem might not be the biggest power puncher, he's a grown man, and if he put everything behind something and you right there for it, you can get your head put to sleep. So yeah, I get both sides to this argument, but I gotta side with Shakur on the fact that the reason why I think he was not laying back is because this is, you know, messing with his chicken, as Cam and Mase always like to say. That's they little terminology or whatever. But you messing with the main bread, because you could have easily have just said, you know what, we don't even talk about that damn fight, this, because you didn't talk about Teofimo's fight. You know, you could have. Y'all don't cover every fight. Y'all covered that fight because it was an opportunity to cover something that, you know, was kind of popular or buzzing at the time. And, you know, shit on this man in the midst of his contract negotiation. So, I understand that side of it, but I understand Cam and Mase side of it. Is like, man, we saw you be boring. Or, which I don't even think they saw him. That's the thing of it, too, is that I think that's where Shakur talked about, like, the people that, like, are casual fans, which I consider myself a casual fan, and I watch boxing every freaking week. But somebody that you can clearly see didn't really watch the fight, because you saying Shakur didn't let his hands go. I understand what you're saying, but Shakur was punching Artem, or that shit, he just wasn't going no damn where. He hurt Artem maybe once or twice out to the body in that fight, to where I thought, like, okay, maybe if Shakur turn it up, he could make something happen. But dude recovered, and dude was durable. And we just saw Frank Martin not be able to finish him. We just saw it. We just witnessed Frank Martin fight the same guy and struggle with him. Artem is a what? Olympic bronze medalist. It ain't like he's some shit. This guy knows how to fight. It's just so when I'm watching it, somebody who watch boxing on a pretty regular basis, I'm like, this ain't somebody that you supposed to go in and steamroll. In my opinion, I don't think anybody will just steamroll that nigga. He can fight. I seen it. I done seen him fight enough now to know like, okay, this guy can fight. So, he ain't gonna win, but you ain't finna just beat his ass like that.
And I know you hurting, you arguing with everybody. It ain't just us. It's just that we the most polarizing figures, so to speak. So niggas gonna make a big
polarizing.
We polarizing ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that makes you mad. You got all this information about some niggas you say you don't know. How you know all this shit about niggas that you be like, I don't know these niggas, they not legends, I'm not gonna respect them in this, that, third. You think we respect you, nigga? I thought what we said yesterday was polite. I thought it was nice. I thought we said the best way. I said, look, we acting like the nigga lost. He still won. It just seemed like he lost. Yeah, because it's the nigga, you're boring. Nigga, you might as well have lost, nigga. You might as well put the last two fights under L. You fuck that chicken up. Corporations want to put asses in the seat, and you can't do that, bro. Nobody's paying for. First of all, you're fighting for free. All you gotta do is turn the channel. You're on. We ain't gotta order it. We ain't gotta pay-per-view nothing. Nigga, flick the channel. That nigga on. There's no pay-per-view dollars. Lastly, and I may have some more, but right now, for the time being, a couple things. It was some great entertainment that night. The nigga Mase told me about. Abdullah Mason. You're lucky he was on the card. Sensational, nigga. Sensational. And your little man, what's his little man name?
Sean Davis.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abdullah Mason did put on a show, but once again, he fighting much lesser competition. Shakur was putting on shows when he was fighting no names. If Abdullah Mason fought Barancek, Zepeda, Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, Tank Davis, any of them guys, he is going to fight in a completely different way because he's going to be in there with a completely different level of fighter. We got to stop doing that, comparing people that's at one stage of their career to somebody who 3 stages behind them. There ain't nowhere in the head. Matter of fact, all of them in the same weight class, and I know they always make seem like they all friends and they won't fight each other, but it's a reason for that. They know that each other is gonna be a tough fight. How is Abdullah Mason gonna catch Shakur though if they fought? That's why all them guys call Shakur big bro and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, I'm the last person to defend Shakur because he always, the same shit that's happening to him right now is the same stuff that they used to do to Devin Haney, and then Shakur used to participate in it. Calling Devin Haney pillow fisted, saying Devin Haney is a runner, and all these other things that I think have racial undertones. Going all the way back in history where they talk about black men being cowards, even going into military service where they didn't want to put black men into combat roles because they talked about black men's cowardice. That is a trope. So I don't feed into that bullshit at all that black fighters are boring. No, we're just better. And it ain't got nothing to do with race. It got to do with that slick black American boxing style that's been taught all over the United States. And it's a lot of guys who fight that way who are nightmares for people who don't know how to deal with that style. And because it's a very hard style to deal with. So I got to give Shakur his credit, Abdullah Mason his credit, Keyshawn Davis, all of these guys, they credit for honing their skill. They great fighters. But that fight between Keyshawn and Madueno, what made it exciting was the old boy was just on some holds barred type shit. He was getting his ass whooped, but he just started doing some WWE moves. This nigga tried to body slam Keyshawn and some more shit. It was an entertaining fight, but not because Keyshawn had the dude in any danger. That dude was getting hurt, but that dude was like, okay, I'm gonna get hurt, but I just say fuck these rules. That's what that guy was on. So it was an interesting fight from that aspect. But that dude really He was just tough. He was just a tough guy that Keyshawn could punch on. But once again, that one punch knockout power, I didn't see it from Keyshawn. These guys are accumulation punchers where they gonna wear you down and beat on you over the course of a fight. And then some people you just can't get out of there. You're gonna run into a Madueño every now and again. You're gonna run into an Isak Cruz sometimes, where it's just a guy you cannot get out of there because of they build, because of they whatever, some intestinal fortitude. But them little short, stocky motherfuckers like Isak Cruz and Tank with them look, you not knocking that little Ninja Turtle motherfucker out. So you might as well box him to death. So get back into this.
His Shakur little nigga,
Yeah.
the student outdid the teacher, nigga, because he nice. He better than you, nigga. He better than you. And I know you ain't like me bringing up Cormel yesterday. Molten, nigga. Yeah, exciting. Lights out, electrifying. So everything you not, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Once again, I like Carmel. Floyd done got him a new tank, but once again, Carmel is what? Less than 10 fights in, 6-7 fights in. I don't even know. I have to pull up BoxRec to see it. But Carmel, I don't even know if Carmel turned 18 yet. He might be 18. Carmel is at a totally different stage of his career, fighting literal nobodies. So, yeah, bruh. There's other ways we could have, but I understand. Like, I can't tell these niggas to have some grace and reserve after the stuff that Shakur said to them. He just went over the line. But I think that if Monday, if they had taken the more in-depth approach to like giving this more time and really fleshing it out, because you can't just say the man boring unless you're gonna say that about every fight that goes to decision. You gotta say every fight that goes to decision is boring if you're gonna say that Shakur fight was boring, because they were exchanging, but Artem went from trying to hunt Shakur down to being the one on the back foot. What is Shakur supposed to do? Is he supposed to risk getting knocked out so that the people on the internet won't talk shit? I wouldn't. That would be foolish.
Get the fuck out of here. Lastly, what I was going to say, Murder, is this. You keep talking about, how they legends, they doing podcasts, this and that. We make more money than you, nigga. We sit here and make more money than you. I know you don't want to play the Cash App, open your bank account game on the phone when we see each other. I know you don't want to open the phones up and see how much niggas got in the account. You made $2 million.
I know you don't want no ATM battle, nigga.
Yeah, nigga don't want to, nigga, we make more money than you, nigga. You talking about, they podcast. Nigga, because we getting chicken. We make more money than you. You better come when you want a job. We might got a job for you, nigga. Yo, Nick, did we throw you 25,000 bonus for nothing the other day? Throw it on Nick.
Just for nothing.
Throw it on Nick in the control room. In the control room, put the camera on him. Throw the camera on him real quick. Nick, what we threw you? Because we love you. Yeah, for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
Because we have nothing else to do. We was bored that day. Not saying you ain't deserving, nigga. We was bored, nigga. We threw him something because we say, Nick been working his ass off. We threw him that. You ever threw somebody in your camp 25,000 because you ain't have nothing else to do that day, nigga? The fuck out of here, nigga. I try to take it easy on you, nigga. I try to take it easy.
Yeah, let me tell you something else. Let me tell this little nigga something, man.
Last thing, Murder.
All right, go ahead.
My teeth from America. I ain't go overseas. My shit's $60K, nigga. I ain't go to Dr. Rarufu, whoever his name is, Dominican Republic. My shit's American made 60. You gonna need these. You ever fight Shakur, nigga? You better ask me which nigga, because if not, you got a DR budget of how you getting paid. You gonna have to go get your shits for 12,000, fucked up, then they have to do them all low. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Murder.
Yo, these niggas keep talking about the sweet science. Listen, boxing is also entertainment. Let me school you, nigga. So when you get in the ring, you're not entertaining. We don't want to keep hearing about the sweet science. We're looking for entertainment. We're paying bucks for entertainment, nigga. And you're not entertaining. And somebody got to tell you this. I know you flipped out on Tim Bradley, tried to say they paid him to say that. I know you said that Bob Arum panned the cam on people leaving out as you was fighting. But listen, if the fight was smoking, nobody had to walk out. You should not be the main event fighting like the undercard. Your fight was like the undercard. All the smoke was before you. So they need to rearrange how you're going. You're like a headliner that really need to be the opening act. And that's on a business sense.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, Shakur. Another thing Shakur need to do is that he need to check people background before he start going on Twitter beefs and rants with them, because Mase and Cameron are not guys that you want to be beefing with and go having some type of rhetorical battle with, because they masters at that art. So yeah, you gonna get your ass roasted every time you trying to beef back and forth with some niggas who battle rapped and all that type of shit. So yeah, man, you they roasting your ass. They telling the truth, but at the same time, they also giving people the excuse to not make fights that need to be made, like Shakur versus Tank Davis or whoever, right? So I that's the one part I don't like about it. Shakur, you deserve it because you stay talking shit and you don't really back the shit up. But at the same time, you also deserve to get put into these fights that are that you worked your way into, right? So yeah, it's interesting.
So you need to take note of that.
And you could Twitter your fingers off all day, nigga. We on 5 days a week. We'll give you a segment all week, nigga. If this what you want to do, nigga.
I ain't giving that little nigga no.
I got time.
You got time?
I got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
I got time for him.
Yeah, I said the Shakur thing so he understands.
For me, lastly, is this, bro. In all due respect and seriousness.
Yeah.
What Mase just said is right. You have to be entertaining for people to want to come see you. Now, yesterday when we was talking about the fight, I said, it seems like we're talking about somebody who lost. And I get it. You're a great boxer. And I talked about that with Floyd. I was saying that before Floyd was Money May, he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and he was getting in fights. He was thumping it out paws with niggas. He was knocking niggas out. Over 50% knockout rate from the very jump, maybe 60 at one particular time. But you're not doing that. They call you pillow hands. That's what they call you. I didn't make that up. That's what I heard. They call you pillow hands.
We didn't make that up.
We didn't make that up.
Nobody said we made that up.
Right.
Who would know you as pillow hands?
Right.
That's what we need to know.
And then this where if Cam and Mase watch boxing, they know they call every black fighter pillow hands that fight that style, that fight that slick style of boxing. So they know, but I think at this point they just leaning into like, all right, let's just shit on this little nigga because he shouldn't have came for us. But they know that that's just a lot of times, like I said, they have racial undertones to it, because it's like they know they can't beat the guy. So they just try to belittle his style and try to undermine his style, hoping that he'll give up this supreme advantage that he has in being able to hit and not get hit. So they trying to talk you out of your gift, and that's some bullshit. So don't let them talk you out of your gift, Shakur. Just go ahead and just listen. Keep beating niggas. How about that? I don't give a damn if they pay you $1 million for your next 5 fights and you get 5 million instead of 15 million that you were supposed to be getting for the next 5 fights, which Top Rank offered Shakur a 5 fight $15 million contract, so $3 million a fight. Shakur turned it down, and that further makes this whole situation that's going on even more probably stressful for Shakur, because he thinking about all of the millions of dollars that are on the line. So yeah, man, I understand it's the entertainment business that we want to entertain, but boxing is a sport at the end of the day, and the object of the sport is to win. You can entertain if the situation allows for that entertainment. If you are in a contested fight against a very good fighter and that fighter is still a live dog or they still got something left, you can't be out here just risking it for the fans. That's stupid. Keep beating niggas, Shakur. Go. As that O stays there and you continue to stack up wins, all these people who are saying you pillow fisting and you this and you that are going to say this dude still has not lost. He keep beating people. He's still a champion. They gonna have to say your name. Ain't no choice. Cause you keep winning. So just keep beating people. Don't let these folks talk you out your gift, man.
Yeah. Who named you pillow hands? I don't know. You can get mad at us for reiterating what somebody else named you, but they named you pillow hands.
And that's our job.
That's our job.
His job is to fight. We're doing our job. He's not doing his job.
Exactly. And we're doing a better job at here. Yeah, that's what's going on. Exactly. But listen, it's room for you here. We need a boxing analyst weekly, you know.
Instead of being all in the videos, sending niggas bottles and all of that.
Yeah, bro.
Knock a nigga out, you know, and preferably not on.
And if you don't know what he talking about right there, he talking about when Shakur Stevenson went to like Devin Haney. I don't know. I think they were at the same club. This was right after Devin Haney had just beat Lomachenko. And Shakur, somebody from Shakur's section sent Devin Haney a bottle talking about sign the contract. Even though they hadn't entered into negotiation, there was no contract. It was all some bullshit. It was all smoke and mirrors. It was a publicity stunt, basically, which Shakur had done before, prior to that. So Shakur does a lot of the social media stuff and the clout chasing and all the other stuff. A lot of these younger fighters do, which, you know, that's part of the game. That's part of promoting yourself and all that good stuff. But got to be careful with who you getting into it with, because some of these guys, like Cam said, he got time. He will do this every day, and Cam is so petty, man. That's why you need to research niggas before you start beefing with him. Because Cam, he ain't lying. They will do a segment every day on this show talking about you, and they will expose something different about you that you didn't want the public to just be constantly running with. So you need to leave them alone, Shakur. That's just my humble opinion, because they old trolls at that. They too good at this, man. You're not gonna win against them with that.
On the street.
Yeah.
They gonna kill you, nigga. Box and knock somebody out in the ring.
Yeah.
Don't be a gangster outside of the ring. We're not here for that with you. We don't even want to be in that with you. Knock somebody out in the ring. Preferably, let me tell you something better than that. Lomachenko said he will step to the side for you to fight Tank Davis. Do you really want to get it, nigga, or not? That's what it comes down to.
I wouldn't recommend that. I would not recommend that, bro. I would not recommend that. Not now.
Take all his Twitter energy. Take all his X energy. Take all his IG and World Star energy. Is what it is. How you feel about Killer. How you feel about me. And go toe-to-toe with Tank Davis, nigga.
Tank, listen, if I'm Tank, I wouldn't waste my time because, listen, Murder,
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's gonna be the problem. You hear Cameron saying, I wouldn't even waste my time. What do you mean Tank wouldn't waste his time? He wouldn't waste his time fighting a WBC champion and unifying, even though he was about to fight a Lomachenko with one foot in the fucking grave? That makes no sense. See, what they doing with this is trying to avoid making good fights. If Tank just gonna blow Shakur out the water, then let him do it. Let him do it. Let him beat Shakur ass and send him back to the drawing board, and then let him beat everybody else ass over there. Let him beat Shakur ass and Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis and Edwin De Los Santos and Floyd Schofield and William Cepeda and everybody else at 135. Let them whoop they ass. I want to see the fights. That's what I say. But you know, that's what I would do, or what I would prefer to happen. But we gonna dismiss it and say Shakur don't deserve to fight. And I do like the fact that Mase brought it up, but Tank can make the fight. Tank could have been fighting Shakur when he just fought Frank Martin. Tank holds all the cards in all of these negotiations. Shakur is a free agent right now. Tank does not have a fight scheduled. Shakur does not have a fight scheduled. I don't want to hear anything about Tank Davis saying he want to fight Shakur if he don't fight him right now. Shakur coming off a disappointing performance. Tank Davis supposed to be Billy Badass, but Tank knows, just like anybody who watch boxing knows, that yeah, Tank might catch up with Shakur, but there's a good chance Shakur is gonna do what he did against Edwin De Los Santos, which is dance his ass around that ring for 12 rounds, and it's gonna be hard to give Tank Davis that decision, because Shakur is gonna land. It might not be anything of significance. It might not be something that wow your ass, but he gonna land punches, and you ain't gonna land that many. I don't give a damn who you are. At 135, at 140, I would love to see Devin Haney and Shakur fight, because I think it would be a chess match, and I think that Shakur would have to fight because of Devin Haney's length and Devin Haney's speed, his ability to box just as well as Shakur, or close to as well as Shakur, and be the bigger guy. That would be a hell of a fight. I want to see the fights, but we won't see the fights as long as we dismiss somebody because they didn't knock out their last opponent and say that we don't want to see him against the next guy. Who Tank gonna fight? I don't want to see him against Isaac Cruz, somebody who we know has zero chance of beating Tank Davis. Isaac Cruz ain't got a damn snowball chance of hell of beating Tank Davis. Rayo Valenzuela doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of beating Tank Davis. But, you know, Keyshawn Davis or Abdullah Mason or some of them guys, Shakur, they still might not have a chance, but I want to see, do they got a chance?
Listen, and I fuck with Tank because Tank ain't ducking no smoke with nobody. But like, for instance, right, how he was talking, I'm just talking business. He's telling, like, for instance, it don't even make no sense. He like, yo, y'all should glove up. Entertainment, y'all niggas think block now. If y'all want to glove up, shut up. If we fought you, we would be the A side. You wouldn't even be the A side. We pay-per-view niggas. We the paper, you know, I don't know if you, see, a lot of things that don't seem like you know. Yeah. We are the pay-per-view niggas. Yeah. We not to flip the channel, we on channel 11. Nah, you gotta pay to see niggas, nigga. That's what I don't understand. And the thing about it is, you're around too many good niggas that you probably in the house doing this dolo and they didn't never school you to the history.
Yeah, they would have told you.
They would have told you. They would have told you, bro. Nah. Mase was that nigga. See, Mase is a little different from me. I would have had a freestyle put on the DSP and made about 400,000 on you, nigga. That's what I would have did. Overnight, I would have put a freestyle together, DSP'd it, which, you know, that's all, you know, Spotify, Apple Music, and made 400,000. Shit I did with Ant-Man, shout out to Ant-Man, we good now, that's my name. Went crazy. Made a couple 100,000 because I was bored and just felt like writing for 22 minutes. That's how long it took me to write it. 22 minutes. This is not it, bro. This is not it, man. I thought we was being nice about it, man. I really, really did. We thought we was being nice. Pillow hands.
Okay, I'm usually the voice of reason, and there is no reasoning to be said because everything you guys said is 100% valid. My advice, get off Twitter. They didn't even say that you were a bad fighter. They literally said that you were boring. And if you can't take the heat, you can't take the heat, because multiple people have said that. If you're not in tune with the culture, that's on you. I don't really know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
But well,
yeah, shit, it is what it is. Shout out to Edwin De Los Santos for that Shakira Twitter and shit. You know, y'all know I'm a silly person at heart. I love to laugh and stuff. That's my favorite thing to do, laugh about stuff. Shout out to Edwin De Los Santos for coming up with a jab, nickname so good that Shakur had to put the shit on the back of his trunks. You know how when they say, man, you just can't help but you can't beat them, join them. That shit was not going anywhere. That Shakira Twitter and shit. When I heard Edwin De Los Santos say, I don't even know if he the one who came up with it, but whoever came up with that shit was perfect. Cause that's all Shakur do is get on Twitter and talk shit and tweet and stuff like that. I can't do it. That Twitter shit is can't go back and forth with motherfuckers all day. But I will go back and forth with y'all in these comments if y'all leave some comments under this video. So leave some comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit all that so you can be notified when I drop new videos, because I got some more content coming down the pipeline soon.